Hi everyone, my name is Noah, and I'm here to share with you a daily musing of my own wisdom or understanding that I've gained through life that hopefully can help some people who are struggling with understanding what this world is about and what we're doing here, and is there a purpose? So sit back, relax, see if this helps you. If it doesn't, I'm just a peaceful wanderer who explores the world, sharing his ideas. Not so much ideas, just his observations. And I think you may enjoy this. So here we go. To start out, let's talk about the mind and confusion. So I've noticed that our minds, when we sit down and let's say we want to take in this beautiful scene, and we'll sit here and we'll look at it, and all of a sudden our mind will start racing about thoughts we have throughout the day that take us away from this beauty. And we're thinking about that bill we have to pay, or that job we have to take, or all these different things that consume us on a daily basis. And it seems like, we can't catch a break to sit there and really take in for a few minutes the beauty around us. So I started to understand that, the mind is like a wild horse. It's beautiful out in the open, but when we try to tame that mind and ride it and use it for plowing a field or whatever, it takes some time to break the horse, meaning the rider has to get on and teach it how to not buck it off. And so I thought for a long time that force was the way to accomplish this. By pushing out the negative thoughts and pushing out thoughts in general. And I realized after years of struggle, I've been on this journey of self-discovery and understanding the mind for, almost 27 years now. And I realized that force was never going to accomplish what I was looking for. Because if you force the horse to do this, he'll continue to buck. What happens is a good rider of a good cowboy, he will get on this horse and he doesn't try to force the horse to ride. He realizes the horse is going to buck and he accepts the challenge. So he rides that buck, and a really good guy can stay on there until the horse finally accepts this, right? But he doesn't force to do it. He just says, this is what's going to happen and you're going to get on here. So there's no force, there's no resistance. There's resistance by the horse, but eventually he surrenders. So the mind, much in the same way, instead of forcing our mind to be quiet, what we need to do is to let it buck. And the way we let it buck is by going out, looking at the beautiful scenery around us, and as we're there, observe what the mind is doing. Allowing it to go through all these different thoughts. Oh my God, I need to do this, I need to do this, but no, I should be watching the beautiful sunset. Let all of them come, and just keep letting them come with no resistance. A great example that I show people, is if I put a hand up like this, and then they put their hand up next to me, and we both push, we get nowhere. But if one person lets go, the resistance just pushes the other one through. So if the mind is resisting this beautiful meditation, this beautiful looking at the mountain, don't resist. Just allow those thoughts to come right through. And if we, instead of saying, no, I shouldn't have these thoughts, and resist, instead if we're like, let them come, just let them pass through. They come through with much greater ease. And soon you'll see that they run their course, they run through, just like the horse finally calms down, and then you're left with nothing. You didn't offer any resistance, you didn't have any struggle, you were just allowed these thoughts to come. You see, too much in life, we are afraid of our thoughts. We shouldn't have these thoughts. We push them away. Instead, let them all come. Do not offer any resistance in life, mentally. There's always going to be resistance physically. We need to realize these two separate things. In life, you're going to have something in your way and you're going to need to lift it. That offers some resistance. You can use physical force to move something. But in the mind, we should never offer resistance. If something's not going our way and we want it to go our way, that resistance is causing a conflict mentally. It's going to cause us all kinds of pain, all kinds of suffering. If you want the suffering to end, just let it come through. And it will, it'll pass right on by. If you're having physical anxiety, the first thing you want is you want that anxiety to end. You want it to stop. It's not going to stop until you let it come through, until you surrender to it. You know, for myself with anxiety, which I suffered with for a few years, it was painful. It was very scary and frightening, and all the racing hearts and trips to the doctors and all that kind of stuff. And it wasn't until I finally said, I've had enough. I don't care anymore. Come and scare me and have all these thoughts. I'm gonna go live. It wasn't until I said that, until I just said I'm done and surrendered and stopped trying to meditate and figure things out and breathing techniques and every other thing under the sun. It wasn't until I finally just said enough. I'm done with this. I'm just going to surrender, and if it kills me, it kills me, but I'm going to live. Literally, from that moment on, it dissipated, and a few months later, I was totally fine. But I had to let go of the struggle, which was keeping it alive. You know, every day I'd wake up and I would see my hand shake, and I would use that as my barometer to say, I'm still not right, I'm still not okay. It wasn't until I said, I don't care about that. I don't care. Obviously it's showing me that I have some stress, but I'm gonna let that go. Let those stress come through. Just let it come through and let it go out. It was an open door. And sure enough, now, steady as a rock, years later, no problems, calm as could be, enjoying, changed my whole life. Quit my job and I travel the world now, sharing these ideas, sharing sports ideas that I have for the mind and how people can better themselves just by understanding how the mind works. So this is just a little daily meditation, daily understanding. We're going to do this as often as I can. I'd like to share with you all the different things that I've learned to conquer all of these struggles that I've had over the years. Because there's nothing more painful than a person who has all the gifts of the physical body, but has none in the mind. And there's going to be tons of people out there, they're going to tell you they have the idea, they have the method, they follow them. What I've learned is there are people out there that genuinely do want to help, but no one can help you better than you can help yourself. You can listen for guidance, you can try different things, but at the end of the day, it's going to be you that pulls yourself up and finds your way out of the darkness. As you can see, I'm not in darkness anymore. And that's it. I hope this first little talk helps you. And if you like this, please subscribe, follow my channel, and I'll be bringing you more content to help you through understandings that I've come to realize have really helped me and helped others. And life is beautiful, man. So get out there, live it, grab it by the tail, and wag the dog. Don't let the dog wag you. Your mind is a tool. Don't let it use you, use it. That's the biggest discovery that I've made. And in the beginning, and the reason you're in this despair, or the reason you're in pain, or relationships aren't working out, or jobs aren't working out, is because your mind is using you. It's frightened. The mind is prehistoric, and it's frightened of the big monster coming to squash it and kill it. So we're in a stage now where we don't have anything to fear, other than obviously, you know, simple things like disease or falling off a cliff or things like that. But we shouldn't even fear those things. We should be aware of them and conquer them when they come. But fear is something we don't have to live with, not mentally, not psychologically. And I hope to see you in the future. So peace from the Peaceful Wanderer Noah, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.